And so, good morning, everyone. I'm in worship, and while I'm doing worship, I'm reading from the book Patriarchs and Prophet. Right? It's a book written by Ellen G. White, and um, I read Ellen G. White's book because they are very great in explaining the Bible. The Bible itself is an exceptional book, but Ellen G. White's book are very supportive in kind of understanding some of the things that we read in the Bible, right? So particularly this morning, I was reading from the book Patriarchs and Prophet under the heading The Division of Canaan. This was after Joshua had become the leader of Israel, and they, through the mercy of God, they had conquered Canaan and other cities. And so when they asked Joshua what he wanted, because the tribes were given cities and massive land spaces, and God is just so merciful and gracious, right? So in allotting what he had to the tribe, what was there to the tribes, Joshua only requested one city. One city he requested, and the name of that city was uh, I'm not remembering it, but that was all he requested. Or its name is Timnath Serah. Timnath Serah was a city that Joshua requested, and then in continue reading, I saw where Christ instructed Joshua that he should create cities of refuge. And these were for persons who unintentionally had committed crimes. So instead of they being revenged on, the Lord made provision for these cities for them to flee to. And I don't remember if it was one of David's son who had also fled to one of those cities of refuge when he had murdered his brother. I forgot the brother's name, who had raped Tamar, his sister. So I'm just thinking and saying that God is such a good God, is such a merciful God, a compassionate, because he thinks of even the smallest details about every of us. Even though some of us sometimes don't feel as if we're worthy, but he thinks about the smallest details, not only for us, but for animals, for plants, for everything. God, in his infinite mercy through his son Christ, he sits and he plans for all of us. So sometimes when we're downtrodden, sometimes we feel like things are not working out how they should, we must always remember that our lives are already planned out. All we need to do is just listen in obedience and have faith, because Master God is a good Master God, and so is his son. Good Master God, and so is his son. May we count upon him forever and be found worthy to